Hey guys, welcome to the 2019 Fantasy Football Draft Order Selection Pick Determiner video. I know we got a new guy this year, so I'm going to start out by explaining the whole process. First, I'm going to get a bag and pull your names out of a bag. When I pull the first name out, I'm going to go to the Horses and Odds paper. The first name I pick out, I'm going to assign to a horse with the worst odds to win a race. And I'm going to fill that all in. The last name out of the bag will get the horse with the best odds to win the race. So then we're going to watch a race at Saratoga Racetrack. It is going to be Saturday, August 3rd. The race 4 around 2:46. Some of you are coming up that day. You're all welcome if you want. And NYRA.com if you can't make it, and you can watch that race. I think you just have to make an account or something. Now, whoever comes in first in that race, I'm going to write down on another piece of paper over here for things that can happen at a preseason game. So the person that comes in first is going to get the most likely thing that can happen at a preseason game. So like score a touchdown. And it's the same sheet I've used prior years. So the worst one I think is like a sack or something like that, because sometimes that doesn't happen until like the fourth quarter. All right, so then after I write those all down, then we're going to watch a preseason game. Patriots versus Lions on Thursday, 8/8 at 7:30 p.m. Okay, so as we watch that game, we know what we're rooting for, and then, it's a touchdown, yay. Then John, or whoever the hell is number one, would get that option of a pick. Now, before we move on to the next thing, keepers are going to be due midnight Saturday, 8:10. So you got between Thursday and Saturday, you got a general idea of when you're going to be picking in the draft, maybe. All right, so then we finally go to Matt's garage, and once we're there, we'll hang up the draft board, and whoever got the first thing that happened will get their first option at whatever slot they want to draft at. Typically number one, but we've had some screwball things happen. And then it'll go down the list, etc., until we all find out where we're going to pick in the draft on that day. All right, so that's the rundown. I didn't write the date on that, but it's that Friday. All right, so here's our bag. Here's our piece of paper of horses. I'll pull your name out of the bag. Now, you don't want this to happen. I'm doing it in reverse order. So this one is going to get Derby Champagne, the 15-1 long shot. And that is Greg. So, Greg, you're rooting for long shot Derby Champagne. All right. Next up is a 12-1 odd Battle of Blenheim. And we have Keith. So Keith, that's who you're rooting for. All right, next horse is Hieroglyphics. Matt, welcome to the club, Matt. You're rooting for Hieroglyphics. Okay. Now, that 9-2 is always confusing, but 10-1 is next. Crew Chief is Steve. All right, so who's next? 8-1. There's a three-way tie of 8-1, so I'm just gonna go at the top. George gets Patriot Drive. Nice. George is rooting for the Pats. Next up will be Our Way, which is Justin. And the last 8-1 will be Nate. All right, so now we're getting into the more favorite horses here. We have our 6-1, our 4.5, and our 4-1. So Colton, Mississippi. Doesn't feel like there's 3 names left. John gets Colton, Mississippi. I remember he had like a 30-1 odds last time. A little better odds this time. All right, while I mention it, you notice the numbers. All right, so that's the number of your horse, but there actually could be some scratches, and so whoever scratches, I'm going to assign to one of the other horses in the race. I think there's 12. So basically, if your horse scratches, you get unlucky. All right, so this one is Applicator. Sexual. Josh, you got good odds. I bet you're very familiar with Applicator. Well researched. Well, I don't really have to open the last one, do I? It's going to be me. Nice. Oh, fuck. What the hell is it? God damn it. How did that happen? Oh well. As luck would have it, I'm not doing this video over again. I had to write this whole piece of paper, so it's gonna be me. Sorry, that's just how it goes. Alright, so that's what we're rooting for on race day. Saturday, August 3rd. And yeah, see you guys later.